Back to the jokes. Pick up where I left off. Beyonce, Meg is, hey Meg, can I talk to you for a minute? Where you going? Nah, I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Come here, my fucking money. But technically, they could be like, they didn't promise her the election. It's like it was your idea. You called us. Hey, can you come help? And then I just seen another one look like Eva Longoria, another one, then left, right? But she didn't leave.
Very quickly.
She keep you no, you leave all the way. Don't I'm gonna move to Mexico but come to work. No, bye. They got their own industry, movies, Nueva or whatever. Ain't she a Latina? Be true. Not even if you ain't Latina, you leave in America, you're white. They make move TVs in other countries. Go to Bollywood. Yeah, go make Indian movies or something. Because you don't need the money, right? You just hate America and Trump voters. So just go to Bollywood. Fuck all that.
Were a flurry of celebrities promising to leave the US if Trump was voted back in. And while many have walked that back, some have made good on the promise. And one of those is actress Eva Longoria.
And I don't even remember. I know her, but not like I don't know nothing. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen some of her movies, but I don't know one TV show or movie. But somebody said, she's been living in Mexico for a while now. But yeah, try for attention, Diddy tapes, whatever, Puffy tapes.
Left LA to split her time between Mexico and Spain.
And it's like that's another thing. That's like they're gonna be like, well, should you give her credit for actually doing what she said she was gonna do? Like no, because leave. Don't split your time. Anybody that people been doing that for decades. A lot of people thought about having property, dual citizenship in another country, tax, this and that, blah 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 blah. But no, leave. Do what you say you're gonna do. Don't split your time. All that means is the same shit. You just got enough money to buy property in Mexico, and Mexico ain't expensive.
Do you think we're going to see more of these evacuations, or was this just talk for most of them?
There's another. I see why that commenter said ignore her because it's like she just got property in Mexico. She been had it. She's not fleeing. Yeah, she just it's bullshit.
Well, let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of
See, that's what we're talking about. You just man up. You lost. Like I said, goes back to when you were a kid. All the way back to, well, in our generation, like I said, you're playing, you know, this is a house, and all you can do, you're like 6 years old. All you can do is just play in front of the house. You can't cross. We're old enough to know not to cross the street. But anyway, we're racing from pole to pole. From one. Remember that if y'all did that, from one light pole to the next light pole. If you lose, you just do it again. Then when y'all get tired of it, you play. Well, I'm tired of this, and the other, I'm tired of it too. Let's find something else. You don't make excuses. You don't make you lost. That's what people don't like. That you don't make excuses. You try to come back, but if not, then you just leave and just get it over with.
Working immigrants who make this country go.
So you little trumpets, like, y'all won. I know you're happy, whatever the nobody acting like bitter losers. However, y'all need to leave me the alone.
We got our asses kicked. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
All day yesterday, I was walking around proudly wearing my I voted sticker. Today, I wore my I am questioning my fundamental belief in the goodness of humanity sticker.
On Tuesday, Americans went to the polls and elected Donald Trump to be the next president of the United States.
The results were shocking.
Who the hell are those two people?
It was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him, and guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet.
Well, guys,
And they keep, yeah, they still. So that's the thing. That's how you know something's wrong with them. Look, we know this time next year. This is just like, you know.
America decided to get back with the crazy ex and elect Donald Trump as the 47th president of the United States.
No matter what's happening in the political climate, I will always be there for my community and will always try to help organize and uplift one another because it is scary out there.
in this democracy, the majority has spoken, and they said they don't care that much about democracy.
You get
We're not in democracy.
You lose. Good day, sir.
rhuttrho88.com.
Greetings, you over 1 million awakening wonders and the 40% who haven't subscribed yet. I hope you've had a good week because I have. But you know who hasn't, and you just hate to see it? The millionaires and billionaires of Tinseltown. Considering they alienated half the country and broke their entire business model, leading to the death of broadcast television, which led to the death of late night and their ilk in the legacy media, the death of the access media, it makes it very hard for them to pretend or go to parties, especially when their favorite host is locked up. And that's before the events of the last week, and it turns out that streaming wasn't the only bubble to burst, because the Hollywood bubble burst, one that was primarily fueled by a constant supply of their own farts. And now they find themselves in an existential crisis, which has been unintentionally the most entertaining thing they've produced in years.
Tommy, want to give us the word of the day?
I would indeed. The word of the day is schadenfreude. Pleasure derived by someone from another person's or entire industry's misfortune. Now, some of you out there might say that sounds a little mean, and you'd be right. I completely understand that not everyone in Hollywood likes the direction their industry is going, and it's also not fair to just single out Hollywood. I'm talking about the...
Yeah, it's like, you know, whatever.
Admitted to Marco Rubio in
Back to
that Senate
serious shit. You know, nobody cares about celebrities.
At Gates as. All right, we have multiple pressing stories to get to. Stories that include Trump rocking Washington, D.C. again with his latest nominations, announcing RFK Jr. to head up Health and Human Services. That's 2 former Democrats joining Trump's cabinet. No longer the Republican Party. I don't know, maybe we should rename it the American Party. And the establishment acting out, lawyers at DOJ threatening to quit in mass if Matt Gaetz becomes Attorney General.
Yeah, it is like, it's still they switched. That's the end of it. Still the Republican Party. But, you know, RFK probably like, I'm not a Republican. I'm just an independent. I'm just doing what's best. It's like, nah, you're scared. You're a Republican, but we got you. Yeah, don't worry about it. You good.
General and top officials at CDC and FDA yesterday telling CNN they plan to resign if RFK becomes their boss. Thank you.
It's like, yeah, nobody cares. We're leaving. Okay. You know, what was that? The jerk? Oh shit, I done did it again. I done it again. Hey, do you think about that? But let me let this play. You know I love talking shit to these fools.
The details, and we're hearing that the mother of all bombshells is about to drop soon. Who will replace FBI Director Christopher Wray, who already hinted he plans to resign? And even if he doesn't resign, Trump World saying President-elect has all intentions of replacing Wray as quickly as possible. And more stories from around the country. But before we get started, thank you for liking and sharing these videos. It really helps out the channel. And consider subscribing so you don't miss these regular updates. Donald Trump carefully.
Yeah, here you go. I got to rewind it again.
Is about to drop soon. Who will replace DOJ threatening to quit in mass if
quit in mass.
I'm gonna buy you a diamond so big it's gonna make you puke.
I don't want to puke.
I don't want Will. I just want you like you used to be. What happened to that man?
Me? What happened to the girl I believed in? The girl I fell in love with? The girl that believed in me? Well, there's plenty of places I can go where people believe in me.
This is the Democrats. They all scared. We're leaving. This all I need. I don't need nothing else.
No longer the Republican Party. I don't know. Maybe we should rename it the American Party. And the establishment acting out, lawyers at DOJ threatening to quit in mass if Matt Gaetz becomes Attorney General, and top officials at CDC and FDA yesterday telling CNN they plan to resign if RFK becomes their boss. Thank you. We have the
DOJ. We're leaving. Then they talk about Cash Patel. You look him up. So yeah, they're leaving.
Oh, the sooner you're out of my life, the sooner I can go back to being the girl in this little flower dress that you sang the service song to.
Well, I'm gonna go then. And I don't need any of this. I don't need this stuff. And I don't need you. I don't need anything. Except this.
That's all I need.
That's the only thing I need is this. I don't need this or this. This ashtray. This paddle game. The ashtray and the paddle game, and that's all I need. And this remote control. The ashtray and the paddle game and the remote control, and that's all I need. And these matches. The ashtray and these matches and the remote control and the paddle ball. Just saying. The ashtray
Remote
the
control.
paddle game and the remote control and the lamp, and that's all I need.
Look, America to reject it, y'all ass. That's all y'all. Well, who did it better? I think. Yeah. Let's see. But okay, so they ain't got it over here. If I can find it.
So I immediately yelled out, "Hold my onion!"
So I can't do it. They ain't got nobody got it. The boy Grady was leaving too. I'm leaving. Grady was leaving. Steve Martin leaving, the jerk leaving, Navin, everybody leaving. That's all I need. I'm leaving. This might be it. I think by the end. Grady.
Well, what can I... With a touch of mayonnaise. Do you think you can handle peanut butter and sardine?
I can't find it. Either way, yeah, the Democrats leave it.
Thank you. We have the details, and we're hearing that the mother of all bombshells is a... Thank you for liking and sharing these videos. It really helps out the channel. And consider subscribing so you don't miss these regular updates. Donald Trump carrying out a shock and awe campaign yesterday with 3 of his most important and controversial picks yet, after announcing Tulsi Gabbard for DNI, Matt Gaetz as AG, and then dropping a stun grenade on Washington, D.C. by announcing RFK Jr. to be the new head of HHS, Health and Human Services Director. Posting on X yesterday, I am thrilled to announce RFK Jr. as the United States Secretary of Health and Human Services Director. For too long, Americans have been crushed by the industrial food complex and drug companies who've engaged in deception, misinformation, disinformation when it comes to public health. Mr. Kennedy will restore these agencies to the traditions of gold standard.
The part I want to show you.
I actually think almost more than Matt Gaetz.
All these,
Tulsi
this is what the video about. All these Democrats
potentially having access to that.
trying to talk smart.
The status quo, people, is over. A new period, a new age of transparency and accountability is here. And just watch as establishment Washington has a conniption over this.
And we haven't even gotten to Tulsi Gabbard potentially having access to national security information. And Russia loves it, loves her.
And I actually think almost more than Matt Gaetz, Tulsi Gabbard's appointment is devastating. And Tulsi Gabbard's nomination, as much as she says that she's an anti-war person, she's not.
Yeah.
She supports very pro-war individuals,
including
abroad.
in Syria.
And let's be very clear, a Tulsi Gabbard nomination is a pro-war nomination globally. Point blank, period.
As is Donald Trump.
Clearly, Tulsi Gabbard has taken actions and made statements over the past several years that really raise serious questions about her common sense, her judgment, as well as her political sympathies.
This is someone who, is known to be a white supremacist, known to be an extremist.
Being intellectually honest, there's really no good reason why Bobby Kennedy, RFK Jr., should be HHS secretary. An advisor.
Now look at this. Look at this. This is the word I really want to show. This nigga right here. This the shit they used to do this. They stopped. Most of them stopped, but he goes a throwback to about 4 years ago. I'll show you what. I'll let it play.
Somebody who talks to the president and advises, but there's no managerial experience in his resume. There's nothing that says he is qualified to do this job that is in charge of the health of all of us, all these different lanes. If he has views and has insights around food sources, around vaccines, then those should be given in advisory roles.
Why?
Because
what were the qualifications of the previous ones?
Well, I think it's important to always remember that you put yourself. Say that again?
What were the management qualifications? I mean, Xavier Becerra.
I'm not talking about the previous. I'm looking forward.
I'm not. See, they always try to be slick. I'm not talking about the previous ones. I'm looking back. Like, no, that's what I'm saying. That's like I said. That's what they try to do. Slap you. No, I'm not talking about just a couple of seconds ago. I'm talking about moving forward. Let's move forward. Let's be brothers, man. Come on, man. After you done did shit and trying to get away with it. Like you're smart. Yeah, like you're like, no, bitch. Ain't nobody. Watch what he do to him. Now, him right there.
You're calling into question whether he could actually do this job. And I think it's
absolutely. I think America is now, and I think
it's important to discuss it because Xavier Becerra was just a lawyer and a politician with no management experience.
So there's two negative still
so now he's admitting it, okay, because I don't even know who's Xavier, but the point is, basically, he's admitting, okay, yeah, he didn't have any health department experience. He was a lawyer and a politician. So he's like, well, two wrongs make it right, but let play.
Was a Walmart lobbyist. Donna Shalala was a university person. Look,
look at his face. You see, it's like their mind. They malfunction because they're not used to being able to debate or anything. They're used to just running the conversation with their woke shit. You can't say, what about old people? Using people, children, old people, women as a human shield, and now that everybody's hip to it and it's just blowing through him, look at his face.
A lawyer and a politician with no management experience.
So there's two negative still make it right.
Burwell was a Walmart lobbyist. Donna Shalala with this job, and I think
absolutely. I think America is now, and I think
it's important to discuss it because Xavier Becerra was just a lawyer and a politician with no management experience.
So there's two negative still make it right.
Burwell was a Walmart lobbyist. Donna Shalala was a university person
Look, RFK Jr. is a nut.
The fact. Okay, so that's
See, now he just goes to, like they say, name calling. Democrats are the ones who don't call, because we call stupid, this and that. But that's all he got after it. But we always have facts. He just got, defeated, and so now he's upset.
You just said he doesn't.
And here's the crazy part about this: these picks aren't just the obvious contrarian choices for Trump. You may think RFK, Maha, Make America Healthy Again. It makes sense to put RFK in this job. It makes sense to put Tulsi in the DNI spot. She's thoroughly anti-war, has a deep distrust of our intel agencies. All true. But this duo is there for another reason as well. HHS oversees both CDC and NIH and like 20 plus other departments, both of which are deeply intertwined in the US funded biolabs around the globe. Remember, Tulsi was the only big name politician to speak out about this after Victoria Nuland admitted to Marco Rubio in that Senate hearing about the US funded biolabs in Ukraine. Remember this?
We have a minute left. Let me ask you, does Ukraine have chemical or biological weapons?
Ukraine has biological research facilities, which in fact we are now quite concerned Russian forces may be seeking to gain control of.
Here are the undeniable facts. There are 25 to 30 U.S. funded biolabs in Ukraine. According to the U.S. government, these biolabs are conducting research on dangerous pathogens. Ukraine is in an...
But, see, and you notice this video talks about COVID. I know I'm just saying, but they don't do that no more. Now it's just elections. Remember, this little YouTube thing is now just about the election. No more, the World Health Organization, all that crap. But anyway, let me see. I'm finna go.